CAIRO, describing humanitarian situation in the Gaza Strip in increasingly apocalyptic terms. Aid agencies are calling on Israel to ease difficult and often dangerous process of delivering supplies to desperate Palestinians. Choose Your Plan. ArrowRight Israel launched a public campaign to defend its humanitarian record and blamed the United Nations and Hamas for the crisis. The United Nations warns that famine is approaching in Gaza. The World Food Programme estimates that 93% of the population faces crisis-level hunger. The disease is spreading rapidly. The World Health Organization estimates that deaths from disease and starvation in coming months could eclipse number of people killed so far in war. More than 24,000. Mostly women and children. According to latest count by Gaza Ministry Health. Aid agencies say the main factors hindering the delivery of life-saving Gazans almost entirely under Israeli control. Israel's aid audit process remains lengthy and inefficient. There are not enough trucks or fuel distributed in Gaza. Mechanisms protect humanitarian workers unreliable. And trade goods were just starting flow. Large parts of Gaza remain closed to aid workers. Frequent telecommunications outages make their work difficult. And the war still continues. The humanitarian situation in Gaza cannot be described in words. Nowhere and no one is safe, UN Secretary-General António Guterres told reporters on Monday. Life-saving aid is not reaching people who have endured months of relentless attacks on anywhere close to the scale needed. Sigrid Kaag, the UN's senior humanitarian coordinator for Gaza, visited Arish in Egypt on January 17 to oversee the delivery of aid to Gaza. Israel insists it is doing everything it can to alleviate the suffering of civilians. Government spokesman Eylon Levy said last week that Israel had facilitated the delivery of more than 130,000 tons of humanitarian aid. There is no backlog or limitation on our end. An average of 100 to 200 trucks arrive in Gaza every day. Before the war, the number was around 500, most of them carrying commercial goods. Following Hamas attacks on October 7, Israel blocked commercial trucks from entering Gaza. Shiraz Chakera of UNICEF Egypt said the flow resumed in mid-December but was limited and sporadic. Aid flowing to Gaza primarily passes through the Rafah border gate with Egypt. While the gates there are operated by Egyptian and Palestinian officials, nothing can enter without the supervision of Israeli officials. Aid groups describe this as a complex and time-consuming process. Amir Abdallah, who inspects Red Crescent's convoys, said that after the first Egyptian sweep, truck drivers took their loads a difficult desert road to Nitzana crossing between Egypt and Israel. This was about a 2-hour journey. Drivers wait in a long line of trucks for their turn to have their loads checked by Israeli agents. Using dogs and scanning machines. Aid workers say items such as